Hey everyone, this is David Wallman, and today I wanted to show you a little bit of behind the scenes and kind of post-production of how I did this shot in the studio with a friend in my sleeping bag, and turned it into this shot where I basically threw him into the middle of Narnia. So I got some questions about it on my social media, and so I thought I would make a little video because I'm always looking for content for video. So let's take a look real quick. I did some effects on his face. So let's take a look here on the computer. If you look, let's see, let's find a better photo. So you can see I did some, this is the original unedited of another shot from the same session. And so I did some makeup on him, special effects makeup. And it's really, honestly, it's just some shaving cream, some sugar granules, some like pomade paste from like hair gel type paste, and some aloe vera gel, which you can't really see, but it kind of makes it look like he was, drooling and runny nose and stuff like that. Kind of disgusting. Either way, and basically you can buy some really neat special effects makeup online, but it's really expensive for a really small amount. And me being the type of person I am and the kind of do it myself, I decided to do my own, and so I just got creative and thought, what do I have in the house that kind of has similar effects? And you know what? It worked quite well. So that's how I did that, and then I just, in post-production, obviously added way more into that. So let's take a look at the file in Photoshop. So let's see here. So if I turn off basically all the images except here was the original shot, basically. And if I turn on all the rest, I added quite a bit. So what I want to show you is basically how I did the snow is one thing. So if you go to your brush tool, if you don't know how to create your own brush preset, check that out on YouTube. I don't have any videos on it, but Aaron Nace of the Flern channel is awesome, and he's actually how I learned to do this one. And it's really simple. But basically, I created a brush with two dots, and then when you go to brush presets, you can turn on. This is what it would look like without any scattering. And then I turned on all these size jitters, angle jitters, scattering, flow jitters, etc. to create this brush, and you can see that looks much more like snow. And so basically I just painted on different layers. You can see here in my layers bin, I've got like snow near, snow mid far. Excuse my naming, it's really creative. And then I've got snow behind him, snow far, snow weird. So either way, basically the closer it is to the camera, the larger and blurrier it's going to be, and I just use filter blur and both the Gaussian blur and the motion blur, kind of just tactfully and tastefully, kind of on a whim, whatever looks good. And the closer it gets to the subject and in focus, the smaller and less blur it's going to be. And then for the snow that's painted on him, same brush. It's just literally a different settings of jitter and opacity, and then touched up and masked out, and super small sizes for dusting and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically how I did that in Photoshop. And then also on his body, adding some color, like to the tip of his nose, for example, adding red, and I just did a solid color overlay with a mask and painted in very lightly, and this is just on a low opacity brush basically, and painted it in, and that gives me complete control. It's non-destructive. I use masks in Photoshop all the time because it's super helpful. Sharpened his eyes a little bit, stuff like that. And it results in an image like this, which I'm pretty proud of. So either way, you're going to see in just a moment the time lapse of the process that I did to create it, just kind of as a fun. I enjoy watching things like that, and hopefully you do too. So find it entertaining, but hopefully also helpful and inspiring, so that you guys can go out and create some new material as well. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and more videos coming like this, and also like some of my other playlists as well. But thanks for stopping by, and enjoy.